name is Bob Bunnell. I'm the Director of Athletics at Salem Community College, and this is our varsity soccer field. When we started soccer 2.5 years ago, we played in the spring of the COVID year. We played in spring of 21. We didn't have a place to play. We didn't have a place to practice or play our games. And so we found whatever dry field we could for practices, but we played all of our games over at Total Turf in Pittman. The next year, similar situation, although we were able to make an agreement with the Pennsville soccer group, and we practiced on one of their fields. The desire all along was to have our own facility. And so Coach Murray and I, we drove all over Salem County looking for fields, and we drove past this place a couple times, and we didn't know if it was being used or not. So I called the superintendent, Alicia Smith, and said, "Do you guys use that soccer field?" And she said, "Well, sometimes. Why do you ask?" And I said, "Well, we need a soccer field. Can I talk to you about this?" So Matt and I came in and talked with her and said, here's what we think we could do. We could rehab this. We could put money into this and make it a really nice soccer facility for our use, but also for the school's use and the township use. So that led to us talking to the school board and to the township commissioners, and they agreed. And they've given us a very reasonable lease, but we have worked on making the playing field better. We have put in irrigation. This container here was an old shipping container that they had, and they were going to get rid of it, and we asked for it, and they were able to. They gave it to us, so we painted it up and put some logos on it. But this was about a 12-month labor of love to get it done, from what was just not a very good shaped grass field to what it is now. And it's legitimately a complex, a soccer complex.
Yeah, we saw an impact right away. We had a lot of days where our other student athletes were here, so they weren't going to travel to Total Turf when we had a home game. But for sure, they came down here, maybe by the aid of some of their coaches that let's support. Same thing for a basketball game. Our guys show up to those, and baseball, and softball this year we would attend. So it helps out. So yeah, you have a little more atmosphere for that. And we experienced a game where we were down, and there was a lot of energy that helped us come back and had a really positive result that day. So it does have an impact. And the kids are in the community now, so there's whether it's their families or the international students bring in some people that, some of their support group around here to come watch. So it made a big impact for them to have people watching them in person. Yeah, it's definitely better just because you don't have to travel. That's a huge factor, and the teams that you're playing now have to travel to you, so they're a little more fatigued, and those are like the little things you have as a home field advantage that play into your overall record.
For me, it's really good. I feel happy to have a home field, because we can feel our family around here watching us and supporting us, and it's really good when we play close to home. And I feel happy, and I hope the other kids coming next year they will have the same feeling as us.
Yeah, for me, it feels awesome because on my first year here, we used to play at Total Turf. It's like 40 minutes away. So last season was great to have a field for us, because I actually felt like home. You know what I mean? And there was always more people watching us because it was close. So yeah, it was really great.
And today, the event that's going on is a kind of a culmination of 4 different efforts. We're going to be thanking the school and the township for allowing us to kind of join their family. We'll be thanking PSEG, who donated a scoreboard for us. We are having a ceremony to raise the flag on the flagpole for the first time. It was donated to us by the VFW of Pennsgrove. And then finally, to honor Gino Mr. Kelly, who was a very well-known soccer coach and soccer proponent in this area, who passed away tragically a couple of years ago. So the township and the school, we asked them who they'd like to name it after, and his name came up right away. So this is the Gino Mr. Kelly soccer field, and we are going to be honoring the family today, and Mr. Kelly will be speaking.
I feel honored, obviously. Gino was a humble man. He was, full of life, but he was very humble. So he might even be a little, embarrassed, by this. But definitely very honored. I come by here every day. I bring my youngest still here to school. I get to see this. Know Matt Murray, friends with them. Even outside of the college realm, so that's a good thing. So I think it's great. It's wonderful. That's all.